Here is my LEGO Technic Mercedes Unimog U500 model. It's a model of a large 4x4 truck with a tipping dump bed and a fully functional crane arm. The cab has opening doors and a somewhat detailed interior. The steering wheel, you'll note, is closer to flat than upright, just like the real truck. Additionally, the entire cab can be flipped up like this, and this here will keep it propped up. So to lower it, you just press that in, and then it can lower. Kind of a slick mechanism, I think. The model has 4 XL motors placed on the bottom of the vehicle, which drive the 4 wheels through portal axles. There's no differentials in the whole car, and it's entirely a heavy-duty setup, so it's capable of some off-roading, though it's limited by its weight and, well, the overhang back here. Additionally, it's got an inline 4-piston engine located under the cab, just like in the real one. There is front wheel steering powered by a power function servo motor on the front axle. It struggles a little bit with the weight of this model, but performs just adequately, I think. It's not linked with the steering wheel because of the complexity of trying to transfer drive from the floating axle and then into an opening cab. But there is full live axle suspension on the model with 2 hard shock absorbers per wheel. It's not an extreme setup, but it allows some off-roading potential. It has rear outriggers that can deploy using small linear actuators. This is powered by a large motor hidden under the bed. There are several articulated joints on the crane arm, from this joint here, powered by a large motor under the bed. This joint here, powered by a medium motor tucked back there. The bucket, powered by a medium motor tucked into that section of the boom. Whoops, here we are. And it can rotate on its turntable using a medium motor also under the bed. The bed opens with another large motor and a large linear actuator. So now that we have it open, we can see this is the motor here that runs that linear actuator to open the bed. This medium motor runs up and rotates the turntable through a worm gear. This large motor goes up to this linear actuator, and this large motor runs the outriggers. Additionally, this flap here can fold down to allow the bed to dump load. The final motorized function is a large motor-driven winch on the front. You can see the mechanism up here. It's driven through a worm gear and controlled by this switch because all the RC channels were full. So, get it unhooked here. And bring it out. You'll notice that I had some problems with my hook, so now it's tied on in an unusual way. I had to drill a hole for it too. Then reel it in. And it's got plenty of torque. Boy, this is really hard to hold it back. So I'll hook it back up here. I am pleased with this model. I like its appearance. It looks functional, tough, and realistic. And the functions were interesting too. This is my first foray into the world of construction equipment, sort of. I typically build supercars and off-roaders, but this allowed me to build an off-roader and also learn some construction equipment principles at the same time. The arm was fun to play with and interesting for me to build. So for all these reasons, I'm pleased with this model.